Alright, so I have an iPhone 8 Plus here, and it's got a bad Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is grayed out, Bluetooth is grayed out. They're all grayed out. This guy wants to fix it. There's something wrong with my damn microphone. Anyways, I don't normally repair Wi-Fi problems, mainly because, the question is, shit. Question is, how much can you really charge for a Wi-Fi repair? We can charge more for a no power repair because a lot of times the customer wants data off of it. And with the Wi-Fi repair, it's not like they can't get access to the data. They just want the phone working again. So if they want the phone working again, then they can always just upgrade or just buy another phone or something like that. So and not to mention that I feel like there's way too many variables with Wi-Fi issues, especially since that we know that um, the iOS can actually disable the Wi-Fi as well. So I just feel like there's just way too many variables, before you would have to unbind the Wi-Fi by removing the NAND chip, and then you would have to buy a NAND reader and all that garbage. But it seems as though things are a little bit easier now. My account rep at Union Repair sent me this little box right here. It's called the iRepair P10, and I was supposed to do a review on it months ago, and I just haven't gotten around it. So I happen to receive an 8 Plus with a Wi-Fi problem as well. So I think I'm gonna try to kill two birds with one stone. As you can see, it is grayed out. All right, and it says off, and there's no way to turn it back on. And both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are off. So two birds with one stone. I'm gonna use this thing right here. These things are really expensive, by the way. So I'm not sure what was going on with this when they sent me this, but that's kind of cool of them. I'm gonna see. So from what I understand, I don't know enough about these things, but from what I understand, okay, the process is this. Process is to plug this iRepair P10 in there, and then read the data from the phone, get the MAC address of the Wi-Fi chip, and then unbind it, unbind the Wi-Fi from the phone, and then remove the Wi-Fi chip from the phone, put a new one on. Then I think we should be good. I don't know if we have to rewrite the data or not. I think so long as it's unbound, then I think we're good. All right. So it doesn't seem like it's too bad at this point. And from what I understand, most of the Wi-Fi problems are either a bad chip or a cracked joint under the Wi-Fi. One of the pads are messed up or something like that. Okay. So I think that's it. I've never really used iRepair P10, but I've played around with it a little bit, so it's gonna be hopefully this is not a crazy long video where I'm learning on the fly, but it might be. So just be warned. So let me go ahead and just disassemble this 8 Plus and put it under a microscope, and then I'll kind of go from there. Okay. Actually, no, I won't do that yet. I'm gonna plug this puppy into. Okay, let's turn this thing off real quick. Actually, yeah, no, let's not do that. Okay, so I'm gonna plug the P10 in here, and then I'm gonna plug I'm gonna plug. Hold on, let me get a cable here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so I'm gonna plug my computer into the P10, and then let's see. So you have to put this in DFU mode. Okay, so in order to get the 8 into DFU mode, you have to actually, you know what? Let me minimize this. So this is the P10 software. You just have to go to, what is it, iRepairBox.com. Alright, or you can just do a search for iRepair P10 software download. You can download the software. It comes in English. And you have to run the software in administrator mode, okay? So this is version 2.6, maybe the latest and greatest, I'm not really sure. Got dry throat. Okay. So it has to be in DFU mode, not recovery mode, alright? So DFU mode is up volume, down volume, hold the power button, and then as soon as the phone goes off, you have to hold the down volume button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the power button, and keep holding it until it recognizes it. I'm hoping. Work, stupid. Why is this not working? Okay, it took me a few tries, and I had to reboot the machine. But so basically, yes, DFU mode is a black screen. Recovery mode is when you have the cable here with the iTunes logo. Okay, so if this thing works properly, hold on. You definitely want to make sure you close. Hold on a second. Definitely want to make sure you close iTunes. Okay. Okay, so if this thing is working properly, then you should see DFU model on the left side here. I'm assuming they say mode, but they spell a lot of things wrong here. Like, I'm not sure if they do this on purpose or not, but see how iPhone right here has got an X in it? It's strange. Okay, so if everything is working fine, then you should see DFU model on the left-hand side, and then you click on this DFU model, and it's gonna put your phone into purple mode, and you can see the progress here. And then if you look on the bottom right here on the screen, you'll see the screen start changing colors and stuff like that, and eventually it'll get to like some sort of purple colored mode. So now it's teal, now it's light purple. So this is considered purple mode. And as you can see, this is all the this is basically all the data from the iPhone here, including the serial number, the MAC address, and all that stuff. Okay, I don't know why this is highlighted. It's kind of weird. Anyways, okay, so this is already there. It's in purple mode, and then you say backup sysconfig. That'll store all this stuff into a file. I'm probably just gonna take a picture of it too, just because I think if you like lose this info and you need a new MAC address, it costs like 20 bucks now or something like that. So you definitely don't want to do that. Although if for some reason you don't see it, oops, damn mother effer. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Okay, so we'll just save it here. Okay, temp. Let's see, data. Let's put data.text. Okay. Alright, so I have saved all this data, and let me just take a quick picture of it just in case something happens. Okay, so the thing to do, so let's see, once you've saved the configuration data of this phone, I think what you do is you just unbind it, which you can't really see it, but I need to make this a little bit bigger. But there's an unlock Wi-Fi box down here, lower right. And if you click on this, then it's going to unbind the Wi-Fi from the NAND, so that you have to remove the NAND in order to replace the Wi-Fi. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Hopefully. I've never actually done this before, so. Alright, unlock the Wi-Fi. Okay, untie Wi-Fi, okay. Alright, so let's query the info again. I guess nothing's really changed, but I guess let's see if I can unlock it again. Let's see what happens. Well, I can't unlock it anymore. It looks like. Oh, untie Wi-Fi. Okay. So apparently it's been untied. Okay. Anyways, it's been untied. So let's go ahead and disassemble the logic board now, remove the Wi-Fi chip, and then let's see if there's any pads and stuff like that. Okay. So I'll be back in, let's see, 2.5 minutes. Alright, so I disassembled the logic board. Now I'm gonna see if I can remove it without doing any major damage to it. Okay. So I'm just gonna use like, let's see, let's go to like 420. All right. We're gonna go 420, 420, and just heat it, and then kind of scrape away the underfill that surrounds it carefully. You don't want to scrape too hard. You know what? Let's get rid of this damn thing. All right, you don't want to scrape too hard because you don't. Sometimes you'll like cut some of the traces next to the chip. So you want to scrape enough away so that you can access the chip. But you don't want to go crazy. Definitely want it hotter. It should come off fairly easily. Anyways, I might be scraping too hard already. See how some of the copper is kind of popping up already? Anyways, just be careful. Okay. I like using this tool because it's like really thin. It's about the thinnest tool I have. So the idea is just to get the black stuff off so that you can remove it without any of the chips coming apart with it. Because if you have to put the chips back, it's going to take a long time. Damn it. Ooh, that's hot. Maybe it's not hot enough. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this, my friend. Maybe it's better to push instead of pull. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. I mean, the goal is just to not pull any pet components along with it when this chip is removed. It's not the end of the world if it comes off. Gotta spend some time putting it back, that's all. Time which I don't want to mess with. Okay, I think that's it for me. I'm just going to turn up the little higher heat now. I'm going to do 425 and 40. Then I got this little tool here that just kind of slides under it. It should just pop off. Try to get this without any pads coming apart with it. Okay, now it's off. Looks like all the pads are intact, so that's good. Shit. And then we will spend some time cleaning this now, which is another reason why I don't like doing this repair. So not only does it take forever, but you also have to clean it, which Takes even longer. I wonder if I can just not clean it and then just kind of go like this with it. Let's see. Is there an easier way to do this? Can I just go like this or something? Or see, like this maybe? I've seen some videos of people doing it like this. And they just kind of use a hot air gun and they just kind of scrape it. Alright, so I just decided to speed it up here 10 times. Basically what I did was I just took the chip off and then I cleaned it. I think the best way is probably to use a heat gun. Yeah, heat gun and then just use your, but not too hot. Heat gun and then use a sharp knife and just kind of scrape a little bit. See, I don't know if I said this already, but I did tear one pad in the top right corner. And it took a while to clean this thing, which is another reason why I don't do these things. I might have said that already as well. Anyways, let's see. I'm just gonna let this go because it's not very exciting. It's just cleaning it, and then I did end up wicking it. I don't know if I showed that later as well, but I wicked the board and I used the same Wi-Fi chip and it actually didn't work again, which I think you'll see later. But I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it back up after I replace it with the same chip and it not working. And then I think I'll say something like I ordered a chip from Microsoldering and I'm gonna put that one on the next day. And anyways, I'll pick it up from there. It could still not work after this, and then I still won't know if it's the chip or the that's the problem. Alright, I guess the moment of truth. Let's test it. Hopefully I didn't scorch the other side. Let's see. Yeah, it looks alright. Alright, let's test it. I'm going to pause this real quick because it's been so long. Alright, so my weak attempt at replacing this thing did not work. Off. So, I just ordered a brand new chip from Microsoldering, and I'm going to install it tomorrow and we'll see if that's any better. I don't know. I mean, this is not a repair that I'll probably ever do again. So, anyways, we'll see if we can get this thing working now. Stay tuned. Okay, it is now the next day, and so before I left yesterday, I decided to quickly try another Wi-Fi chip from another donor phone that I had, and it actually worked. So it worked before I left yesterday. It took about, it didn't, I ended up reballing it, so I took the chip off the donor board. 7 plus, 8 plus, they're all the same Wi-Fi chip. So anyways, I took it off this board right here, and then I cleaned it up, which was relatively simple, and then I reballed it actually, and stuck it on this phone right here, and it worked actually. Yeah, so there you go. So it gets full, gets all the Wi-Fi connections. Bluetooth is working because anyways, I know Bluetooth is working, and I think that's it. I don't think I need to change anything. Yeah, so I guess maybe the iRepair tool was only used to unbind the Wi-Fi, so I guess maybe that's the only step that's required. I guess maybe if I'm changing the NAND or something like that, then maybe it'll be, maybe this iRepair tool will be a little bit more worth it. So anyways, we are back in business. It's a little blurry here. Let's see. Yeah, we are back in business. That's how you do an iPhone 8 Plus Wi-Fi repair. I'm not sure if I'll be doing this again. Maybe I'll try it again. See if I can get it. See if I can hasten the process a little bit, so that it's not taking me an hour and a half for every repair. You know, and I guess maybe I probably won't even try. I probably won't even use the same Wi-Fi chip next time. I'll probably just use either a new one or a reballed one. Which I have tons of donor boards here, so I could, you know, it's probably no point in buying them, even though they're really cheap. So I've always been reluctant to do it, but now maybe this opens the door for some new repairs. Maybe. Okay, so anyways, that's it. I don't really think you really need this thing. I probably shouldn't say that, since this is supposed to be like a promo video for iRepair. I think I need to cut my fingernails soon, because I'm starting to look like those guys that you see doing the CPU repairs with their long fingernails. Anyways, iRepair P10. Maybe I'll send this video to my account rep. Thanks for watching. I just want to say thank you for watching our videos on YouTube. You know, when I started microsoldering about 3 or 4 years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I started because I ended up breaking someone's phone during a repair. Yeah, this was back in the days of the iPhone 5C, and as I was disconnecting the battery, I accidentally pried off one of the little components next to the battery connector. So my options were to try to fix it, or to buy the customer a new phone, and that's kind of what started this journey. Well, fast forward 3 years later, we have a website now, microsoldering.com, and we also have an online training course. It's $99.99 if you buy it through our website, and we go over just about everything that you need to know to get started on your microsoldering journey. It's kind of sectioned out into about 4 parts, and the first part we just kind of go over all of the basics, the tools, how to use diode mode, and what kind of tools and equipment to buy and stuff like that. The second part we talk a little bit about ZXW tools, and in the third part we go over 4 of the most common repairs. Let's update this. It should be 4 common most, so it's basically no touch, no backlight, no power, and we just added a section for audio IC on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And then the last part is data recovery, no boot, and just kind of a very basic discussion about data recovery. So if you want to buy it, just go to microsoldering.com, click on Store, Shop, and then you'll come to this page right here. Just click on Buy at Udemy, and that'll take you to Udemy where our course is hosted. And you can even preview some videos of the course and see if you like it or not. And right now we're at 4.5 hours, and we're adding to it as much as we can. So just make sure you go through our website, otherwise the cost is a little bit higher. Alright, thanks for watching.